Okay, guys, it's Saturday. We did an estimate that's only like 6 miles from John's place, so we thought we'd stop by. Get this. This place is up for sale now. Look at this. There's the bar. Isn't that nice? We hung that wallpaper for him. That's wallpaper. Grass cloth. Right there. And it has 2 double doors. You've got a nice playroom upstairs. Bedroom. Shower. 3/4 bath there. Another bedroom. Men's bathroom. Women's bathroom. Laundry room. You want to see the kitchen, y'all? Look at the kitchen. That's storage down there. Look at this kitchen. Top notch, y'all. Top notch. Really nice. Big screen TV. And all these different couches. This is his man cave. This is John's man cave. But it is for sale. He says, all I got left, I think, is doing the sink in here. But you want to see outside? Oh my gosh. Oh, let me show you one of the showers. This is, that's the men's. And then, look. Here's the women's. Look. Nice, huh? Nice. But, anyway. Let's go outside. I'll show you outside. And he didn't bring his dogs. He's got a pointer and a spaniel. They takes hunting. Oh. There's our car. Okay. This front fence line, but way back there goes. I think he's got 10 acres altogether. 10, 12. There's a shooting range back there. Okay? Cool, huh? Cool. Yeah, nice. And then, look at this. Here's 2 more outbuildings. Flagpole's new. Okay. Hot tub. Fire pit. Swimming pool. Look at this decking. And he's going to put a pond out there. And he's got a slab there for barbecues. He's got some up here. He's got some regular ones out here. He's got a 1,000-gallon tank of propane down here buried. I'm gonna have this place for sale in 1 week, John. Gosh. Okay. Nice, huh?
Somebody's pool needs a shock.
I know. But
the pool needs to be shocked, John. Yeah, it does.
Anyway, and it goes all the way out here. Highway 20 is that away. But, isn't this cool? This is nice. So, for sale. Okay, what's the sale price? How much for all of it?
1.3.
1.3. That's pretty good. For this area, that's real good. Yeah. Anyway, guys, if you want cattle, the dogs run. The dogs can't get out this front area. It's perfect. Our dog lives it out here.
Those aren't coming on. one's not working. We can't get these jets to come on.
Not my hot tub. Swim spot. I like how he has it on a plastic pad. You can move it, not have a concrete.
Yeah, it's like a polyethylene pad that he's got this sitting on so he can move it easily.
Yeah. Just move your electrical. And that's easy. Yeah, Tombstone. Been there. Greg wants to go back big time. Lots of history. Ta-da! What is it this time?
It's an IPA.
Big. Hazy. Hazy something.
Mackinac Haze,
Where's it out of?
Texas. Dripping Springs, Texas.
Dripping Springs. That's perfect. We're in a hot tub. Dripping Springs.
John's got to get better at chemicals.
Yeah. I gave him some copies of how to do pH and chemicals and all that because we were in the business. So we'll see if he comes around and we can make this totally perfect. This ain't bad. It's been here for 2 weeks and this is, you know, this is not bad. It had some pollen around the edge. Big deal. No big deal. It doesn't stink. That's the main thing. When the water stinks on hot tub, you'll smell like it for 3 days.
Alright guys, it is Sunday. And we have a treat for us. Janet and I both got carne asada. Isn't that delicious looking?
Lots of tortillas.
Yeah.
What do you call this? Mercado? Supermercado?
Supermercado Monterey is where we are.
In Longview.
In Longview. It's a Mexican supermarket. We love Mexican supermarkets.
Yeah, the meats are always a lot cheaper.
Yep.
And you know it's cut right there. It's not processed in China. Like some places people go to, which I don't go to. And
the prices are really good for the quality meat that you get.
yeah.
And like if you want fajita meat, it's already seasoned for you.
Well, it's got their red seasoning. It's not that spicy or anything, but
It has good flavor.
pretty good flavor. I always had a lot more, but you can get ribeyes for what, $7.99 a pound?
$7.99 a pound. Brisket for
Brisket for
$2.19 a pound.
Yeah, but they have a whole big meat market, which I used to work in a meat market, so.
They have T-bone steaks for $7.99 a pound.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
Anyhow, we love the Mexican supermarkets.
Yeah, their groceries are kind of high, but you can find the unusual stuff and the unusual produce and big Mexican papayas and, you know, mangoes and
Janet likes yucca, and they have fresh yucca here.
yucca and celery root and, you know, all the Mexican stuff too. But, you know, like prickly pears, and which I don't deal with that kind of stuff. But
Janet grew up in New Mexico. If you spend much time in New Mexico, you learn how to cook New Mexican food.
well, yeah.
So,
So if you need all the ingredients for like menudo or pozole, you gotta go to the Mexican markets. You just can't get it anywhere.
yeah.
You know,
So a little tip for you guys. If your grocery bill is getting too high because of meat, check out the Mexican supermarkets. You'd be amazed at the quality meat that they have there.
how's the lane still?
They're oily, but I'm just stiff. They can't get loose yet.
Alrighty now, that's 4 in a row. Speed has picked up a little bit. It's not as stiff. See where it gets in the 10th frame. Ta-da! 211. Woo! Not bad.
What, 5 games, 6 games? I hit my average twice.
Yeah.
But at least I know I'm healthy enough to bowl.
Yeah.
I never did try to overdo it. I throw these too hard.
Yeah. Guys, today's Tuesday. We're at a vineyard. Well, it used to be a vineyard, and now it's going to be a vineyard again. And we got some wallpaper to do out here. Oh, I didn't even see that tree back there.
I did.
Anyway, we just measured to do a wall in the tasting room. And then their home is a massive home.
Yeah, their house is big enough to hold 3 or 4 families.
Huge. Anyway, this property is gorgeous.
Turn right onto County Road 418.
Here, I'm gonna put that in. Anyway, here's our gates.
We thought we were coming to a subdivision out here when she told me that if the gates aren't open, call me and I'll open them up. So I'm thinking we're going to a subdivision. Well, no, it's a winery.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got probably several hundred acres here.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I shot a 504. Horrible. Had a 118, a 234, and a 152. I guess that 6 weeks of bowling, staying away from bowling, recovering from the shoulder, didn't do me any good. We won 1 out of 4 games. There's always next week.
All right, what day is it?
Wednesday.
All right. And here we are doing an estimate again. But, okay. Beautiful day. We had downpours while we were at the bowling alley on our property. And I had left some stuff out, but it was all sealed. It was all good. So, we weren't supposed to get rain. And we came back and our whole road was flooded. So We got lots of rain last night before we got home, which is good. I didn't have to water the garden. Now we're going over just double checking the...
I made a mistake on the measurement. Luckily, Janet caught it last night. Because the paper that they're going to be using is really expensive. It's like $400 a single roll. And I measured it for 10 rolls. She caught my mistake. We went back to measure. It's actually going to take 16 rolls.
Yeah.
Glad that Janet is more on the ball than I am.
No, well, we started talking about single rolls, double rolls, triple rolls, and kind of threw us off a little bit. We were like talking about trucking and whatever, but
That's cool having your own personal dock.
yeah, I know it. Have your own dock.
It'd be fun trying to get an 18-wheeler in there, though.
Yeah.
On that tree.
You know, I could do it easy. Hi guys, it's Thursday. We've been out and about doing some more measuring for Wallpaper, and somebody told us about an Indian restaurant from, like India, and we've been looking for a restaurant ever since we got to Texas.
An Indian restaurant.
Yeah. And sure, I can kind of make some, but not like the real stuff. And we're going to try this out. It's called Namastas.
Namasty. Sounds like nasty.
Yeah. We're the Off-Broadway Shopping Center in Tyler. So, we're going to see if it's good. Alright guys, this is good. I got their lunch special. And we got the garlic naan instead of plain naan. They have naan, they have a curry, and then Rogan Josh. He got spicy, and I tell you what, it is hot and delicious, you guys. And the lunch special comes with the dessert, and it's kind of weird, but the lunch special is chicken. He got lamb. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot though. He ordered hot. Wow.
Oh, with peppers.
Yeah, lots of peppers in it. Awesome. Alright. So far, so good. We'll be back, I'm sure. I'm doing a little surprise for Greg. Okay? Our little fire pit here. Okay. Remember when I went to get a barbecue and it fell off the back of the truck? It was on freebie alerts. Well, I saved the grates, because the grate that came with this fire pit disappeared. But so I'm going to do baked potatoes, some carne asada from the freezer, and then I gotta get on the computer. I gotta do some work with some of the banking stuff and all that. But look at that. Big time. Straight across Texas. You're supposed to report those. I'm wondering, Comtrail? Why it's still up there? Anyway, I got some oak. It's burning. It's burning off the grates. I've got a nice big brush to clean it off with. I got olive oil, all that. You know, clean these big babies up and wrap them and put them right down into the coals. but this is our oak trees. Smells great. Man. I'm like, now it's finally starting to cool off. We put the awning down, okay? It said 108 degrees on the outside of our side here. So within 15 minutes, we're down 10 degrees on the outside. There's no breeze, there's no nothing. Hey guys, it's Friday night, and we're already back home. Tried to go to the DFW, there wasn't even a place to sit. Dog got out just before we were trying to leave. We were running even later than I thought we were. And then, you know, we just can't find good food here in East Texas. It's really tough. So, you know, here it is. We're back home already. And the only good thing that happened today was the little Pecos cantaloupe. It was alright. It was a little, and it's kind of little, and I did save the seeds. But, and I gave Draco a bath, and he was terribly uncomfortable. He's got allergies bad. And we do have a flea problem right now, but no, he's got allergies bad. And I do too, and I got me some allergy medicine, and I gave him a bath. He's like, "You still itching?" I gotta feed him with this allergy medicine for dogs and see if he feels better. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah, but Sweet Pea got out. She got out of her collar. She unlatched it, so I need to double check that collar if we need a new one or how she did it. I don't know. Alrighty, guys. Well, tomorrow night they're locking us into our neighborhood. We have one way in and one way out, and they're going to be working on our railroad right there at that intersection. It's at 5 p.m. till 8:30 a.m. or something like that. We're not going to be able to get out of here if there's an emergency or anything. So, but, you know, we think about going garage selling tomorrow. Been watching those videos, and there's a huge one in Gilmer tomorrow. So, it's supposedly huge one. It's a storage unit place, and they do it like every few weeks, and it's numerous people. And I saw a bunch of good stuff on there, and it's Saturdays only. So, I don't know. I'll set the alarm real early. First come, first serve. You know how that is for those. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching.